guys, so this video is going to be more of a chatty type video, so it's perfect if you need to do your chores, laundry, cook dinner, whatever it is, because I'm just going to be chatting with you guys while I do my new favorite thing ever. So I watch Carolyn, Canadian Gal. Editing Jacqueline here. I mean Caroline, Canadian Girl. I have no idea why I said your name wrong, Caroline. Caroline, Canadian Gal. She'll be linked down below. And I'll link her down below, but she does diamond art and she really likes it. And I just thought that was something that I would probably be into. So I started getting into diamond art. Literally yesterday was my first day, but I got this on Amazon. It's just like a diamond art coaster set. So it's like these cute coasters, and I like it because it's functional. And like I did this one yesterday. Isn't that pretty? It's like so glittery and beautiful, and my brother used it yesterday for his coffee and it worked good. So it comes with 8, so I have like all of these to do. So I'm just gonna work on this while I just chat with you guys, because I feel like I haven't actually like chatted with you guys in a while. But I'm in my favorite hoodie, my favorite sweater. It's freezing out. It's another like minus 1,000-degree day. I got my jazz on. I got my new favorite thing, all these. So it comes with like all of the diamonds. You guys know diamond art, but this is I've never gotten into it. So I'll just do this one next. It takes like an hour and a half to like do one of them for me anyway. Maybe I'll get quicker, but I love this as a hobby because it's really quieting my mind down. Now, that's kind of what I want to talk a little bit about today, is just like an update on, and I apologize for not like looking at you guys in the eyes. Just use this as a podcast. You don't even have to watch, just listen, because I'm going to be focused in on this. But what was I saying? I already lost track of, so I have, you guys know, like I talked about how I really struggled with burning out at the end of 2024. And I just swore I would never get to that place again if I could help it. Like that stuff happens. Like last year was a really hard year. Even though I lost my dad in 2023, it was at the end of 2023. So 2024 was really the year where there was just a lot of grieving and navigating that whole thing. Like I've never had to do that before. It was a really hard year, and I used a lot of things to cope with how I was feeling. I used food, which that's been greatly improving. Like I'm not perfect, but it's greatly improving, okay? Like just trust me when I tell you, like I'm light years away from where I was with that. So I'm doing better with not using food as comfort as much. Like I still do, but it's improving. So I also was really keeping myself busy, because I noticed when I was busy, I wasn't thinking about it. And I think that makes sense. Like, you know, like I think people, you know, when they're busy, it's easy to, I have to peel this off. When you're busy, you know, it's hard to, it just seemed easier when I was really busy, but I was just like making myself busier than I had to be, with like zero downtime. Like I was just going for no reason, like just go. And for a whole year, like a year and some. And it got to the point where I just completely crashed. Like I was never so sick as I've been in 2024. And if you're new here, you know, you might find it hard to believe because I've been sick so much this past year, but I typically don't get sick. I'm not a girl that gets sick a lot. I'm not. But this past year, I've been so sick. I caught everything. Anything that was on the go, I had it. And, you know, I had pneumonia, I had COVID a few times, colds, and then the flu at Christmas. You guys, I don't even know the last time I barfed. Like, I don't get sick like that. Like, that's just not something, like, the last time I barfed, like, I don't know, like I might have been pregnant. Like, I just don't get sick like that. And I was so sick, and I just know, like, I was completely worn down. My immune system was so weak, and I was like, I never in my life want to feel like this again. Like, enough is enough. So truly what's been working for me has been slowing down. Like, I know that might sound, I don't know, I can't worry about what people think and how it looks, but I know it probably looks like you don't work. Like, what are you slowing down? But I was here driving myself crazy, like literally trying to find anything to keep myself moving and going. And I got burnt out. Like, just, I can't even explain it well enough to let you know, but I just had to slow it down. So I'm at a place now where I'm really prioritizing doing things for myself, because not only was I go, but I was really like obsessively like making sure everyone was okay and that nobody was feeling the way I was feeling, which is silly because you can't do that. And just constantly being the first one to help, which is good, but just being like completely just draining myself when it comes to other people. And I'm really prioritizing doing things for myself. And with that being said, also trying to find things to do, hobbies, whatnot, that I love, which this diamond art is, I'm loving it. So this is a good start. But finding things that fill my cup, that help me relax and not be so all over the place, and that doesn't require looking at my phone, because I also was on my phone a lot, but not as, I don't know, like a lot to me. It was a lot to me. And I just don't want to get to the end of my life and look back and think like, I'm so glad I spent all those hours on Instagram watching influencers travel the world and sell me stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look back on my life and be like, I'm so glad I, sat and watched 15 videos in a row on my phone. Like, I didn't want my downtime to be that, like, I love watching YouTube. It's my favorite thing in the world, but like, I can definitely get into muddy waters with, okay, I need to take things slow and take care of myself. So I'll just lay on the couch and watch 15 videos, which in turn made me feel worse because I was just feeling very unproductive and just lazy. And it's okay now and then to like binge watch, have a day where you're binge watching things, but I was like, okay, that's not working. I need to find something to do that is not requiring me staring at my phone, because I'm constantly like, trying to learn things, and it's, I don't know if this is making sense, but if I get anything in my teeth, just ignore it because I'm drinking my smoothie. That happens. But do we have any more threes on here? No, I poured out way too many of the threes. So that's where I'm at. I'm doing this diamond art thing. I really like it. Yesterday when I did it, I just put on a video on the TV. I don't mind watching YouTube videos. That's not it. I prefer watching them on the TV. I don't love staring at my screen. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I just don't think that's good. Like, I know a TV is probably the same, but it just doesn't feel Like when I have it on the TV, I feel like I can move around and I don't have to be like glued in front of it. Where when I'm watching things on my phone, it just feels different, if that makes sense. Like I don't know, but so that's what I'm doing. I've been doing this. It's been one day, but I'm loving it. I'm also like, just with YouTube, I'm just not actually thinking about it. No offense. It's not that I'm not thinking about it, but like, I'm not, I don't know. Like I typically don't do videos like this. You probably wouldn't see if you watch my videos, but like just sit and talk with you, because I'm always flying around and doing something, cooking and baking. And that's another thing. Like I just never do these things because I'm like, like no one wants to, listen to me talk, or which is silly, because if you're here, then obviously you want to hear what I have to say. So I sometimes get in my head about that stuff. So I'm just really not doing that anymore. And I wanted to, the me time and the slowing down to be something like this that's for me and like not for other people. Cause like I love cooking and baking and I do that a lot, but I can go overboard with it too. And then I'm exhausted and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just really wanted to find little hobbies for myself that encourages me to be in my own mind and especially if it's something that is allowing me to be creative, that helps. So I like this a lot. So I've been doing this. I'm listening to audiobooks, which I really, 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 really am enjoying. I've been going to bed earlier and waking up quite early. Like I'm up at 6 a.m. every single day. And I'm just like watching the sunrise. Like I know that sounds so okay, but I do. I watch the sunrise and I enjoy the quiet house, and Ellie and I cuddle, and I'm just really prioritizing just a slower pace, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. Like a slower pace of life that is less on my screen and doing something fun. I struggle with like feeling like I have to be productive all the time. And I'm trying to get better at that. Like, is this productive? No, but that's okay. And I'm just trying to slow it down, I don't want to be always like on the go and feeling like burning myself out. Like that was crazy, like absolutely crazy. I learned a lot though. I learned a lot last year. Last year was the hardest year of my entire life, like grieving my father and going through all of the firsts and like being with him as he passed, like, and then Jimmy, like on top of all of that. And I was with Jimmy when he passed, and it just took a toll. It took a toll on me, and I wanted to be anywhere except my own mind. And I'm ready to be in my mind again. I'm ready to hear my thoughts again. I'm ready to live my life, like, and not be in that survival mode, in that like state of just pure heartbreak and sadness. I still feel sad, and there's a part of me that will never be the same without my dad, without my Uncle Jimmy, but I'm truly healing. I feel myself healing, and not just with the grieving and all of that, but in many areas of my life and things that I've carried that, I probably didn't need to carry, but I did for so long. Like I just feel myself letting go of things. I truly feel all of these open wounds that have been there for years and years and years and years, like from childhood, starting to heal. I don't know. I just truly am. I can feel it. And maybe I was, healing previously, but I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel it because I was so friggin' busy, like busy doing nothing, like just trying to not think. I'm glad I'm not a drinker or a drug person, because I can see how people develop addictions, that is for sure. Because, like, yeah, I turn to food, but, like, when you don't want to feel things and be in your own mind, like, that's horrible. And I shouldn't say understand. I really don't know that journey, so I shouldn't say that. But, like, I could definitely see how things could turn into a problem, you know? But I really feel connected to my dad, and I really cherish our relationship on the other side. And I just feel very protected by him, and that means a lot to me. And I don't have like a fear of dying, and I just truly believe that, like, there's something out there, and I'm connected to it, and I feel that brings me a lot of peace, and that has helped me a lot in the past year and moving forward. Another thing that I've been doing is, like, I've deleted Instagram off my phone. I still have the account, but I do this periodically. Like, I just delete it because it just becomes too much noise. Like, and I got to a good place with it where, like, I wasn't following people that, like, annoyed me. Like, and it's not people in my personal life, but, like, influencers, or, like, just people constantly selling you stuff and saying things are wonderful, and that you need to buy these leggings, and you need this skincare, and you know, and they get flown on trips, and, like, just seeing, like, this luxurious, wonderful life. And it just, like, you know, it was like, okay. So I unfollowed so many. I don't follow a lot of people anyway, but, like, I got my feed to a really good place, and it was great for a long time, like, for, like, probably, like, 6 or 7 months. Like, I had, you know, it was great. But since, like, TikTok was, like, getting, when it was getting banned, like, do you remember, like, a few days before, like, the ban was supposed to happen? I understand it's back now, but, like, I just noticed a change with Instagram and the algorithm, and it wasn't serving me people that I follow. It was just, it looked like TikTok, and I don't have TikTok because it drove me crazy at the end. Like, I haven't had TikTok since 2021. I have an account, but I'm not there. Like, the account's there, but I haven't logged on since 2021. Because I just don't want to follow strangers. Like, I just don't want to, you know what I mean? It just, that's where I run into, like, problems when I'm following people that don't matter to me. And, like, I don't know if that makes sense, but Instagram was starting to do that right before the TikTok ban, and it literally looked like TikTok. My whole feed was people that I don't follow, and, like, all these viral trends, and I don't like that stuff. I just don't. So I was like, no, if this is turning into TikTok, I'm out. So I just deleted it, and I don't know if I'll be back. Like, I probably will eventually, but I just need to protect my peace, and, like, that just doesn't bring me, it just doesn't make me feel good. So if it doesn't make me feel good, I'm not going to be there. So I'm just honoring that and how I'm feeling. And I've noticed a difference. So that's good. So if you have me on Instagram, and because I know a lot of you guys message me there, I'm just not there right now. So I apologize. I'm just not there for now. I might come back, and maybe the algorithm will sort itself out. But until then, like, I just have no interest in having my feed clog with, like, just crazy trends. And I sound so old. Like, I sound like an old fart, but I think the big picture is like, I just don't want to look back on my life and think, wow, like, you know, you spent a lot of time on your screen, didn't you? Like, I want to be able to just sit and do things like this and have something on it. Like, right now I have the jazz on, which is nice. Like, have my little podcast on, or an audiobook, or nothing at all. And I do well with audiobooks, especially if I'm multitasking. So I like to listen to the audiobooks when I'm, like, cleaning or doing something like this is nice, because it's like, it's just easier for me to like, I couldn't just listen and sit there. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just listening to myself and learning to trust myself. Like, if I'm feeling a certain way, honor it. If something's feeling weird, honor that feeling. I'm just at that place, and it just comes down to I just want a simple life, and I have a simple life. I really do. And I'm very blessed, and I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy, and I can truly with my whole heart tell you I am a happy, happy girl, and I love my life. And I really don't, like, if I had my dad and my Uncle Jimmy, like, perfection. But I understand, like, that happens, it's life. But other than those things, like, I have everything. I do. I have everything. And even though I don't have my dad with me, like, I have a beautiful relationship with him. So I'm in a good place. And I truly, like I said, I just feel myself healing, and these wounds that were opened and some like very like scabbed and just open, but like not cleaned or like couldn't heal, they're starting to mend up. And I just feel it in my heart and soul. I knew 2025 was going to be a good year, and I truly in my whole heart believe that. I really, really do. I just believe like there's good things. And it doesn't mean it's like a big elaborate thing, but just what I'm doing now, this is a good thing. Like, feeling peace, that's a good thing. That's an amazing feeling. And I am so grateful that I'm here. I'm so grateful that I'm in a place where I can feel peace and joy and comfort, and I have trust. I have trust in myself. I'm blessed beyond words with the most amazing husband in the entire world. My children are a dream. Like, I'm very grateful, and I'm very blessed, and I'm just really, really, really happy. And not that I wasn't happy, but I was just sad. Like, just like, knowing I had everything I wanted, but still feeling sad. That's just, I hated feeling that way. And that even was before losing dad. Like, I just kind of always had a little bit of sadness that I couldn't figure out why. And it wasn't depression or like that. Like, I've been in that situation before. It's just different. It's just like, you just kind of feel a little bit sad. And I think those were just open wounds that I just didn't let heal. And truly what's been helping has just been slowing down, allowing myself to think, go to bed early, like, not overthink things. Don't try to control what you can't control. Don't try to know what people are thinking. Let people be them and you be you. If things don't feel good, like when it comes to the online world, don't follow it. Don't put yourself through that. Like, don't put yourself in a situation that you're going to be angry. If watching somebody makes you angry or jealous or mad or feel anything other than like good, don't consume that. Don't consume it. I started also like doing things like, I know this sounds silly, but like making my own birthday cake for that dinner, like, it did something for me. Like, I never had a homemade cake before, and I never asked for one. My mom was always a working mom, and she worked hard. My dad worked hard. My dad, oh my gosh, such a hard worker. And I just didn't know that exists. Like, I never knew what the life of somebody with a stay-at-home mom, like, I always were like, I would be jealous when I was little of people who had moms that stayed home, because I loved my mom so much. I love my mom. Not that I loved, but like growing up, like me and my mom were always close, and I just went on her days off. Like they were my favorite days in the whole world. And I just was like, oh, this would be awesome if you were off every day. But I think like being a stay-at-home mom and a homemaker, something that all I ever wanted in my life was that life. Like even as a child, I wanted that life. Like I wanted my mom to be home. I wanted someone home that was like, had fresh things baked and was, you know, there for us when we got home. And like, I always wanted that. And then when I became an adult, like I was like, gosh, like that would be the dream. Like I would love that life. Like that was something that was always my goal. So I think like being a homemaker, a housewife, stay-at-home mom, whatever you want to call it, and really like allowing myself to, because I had guilt with it for a long time. Like I was like, I just feel like I should be out working, or, you know, like it's not really, especially because the kids are in school. When they were little, like not in school, like, yeah, like I didn't really feel guilt about it. But like now that they're in school and stuff, I'm kind of like, or even when people ask, like, what do you do? Like if I go to the doctor, like, oh, do you work? I'm like, no. Oh, how old are your kids? I'm like, 16 and 14. Like it just seems so like, what do you do all day? Like I always had like a weird feeling about it. But just like letting that go and not feeling that way and being like, no, like I have an important role. Like this is gold. Like what I'm able to do is literally the lottery. Like I've hit the jackpot. Like I'm living the life I've always wanted to live. It benefits everybody in my family. I'm able and fortunate enough to be able to provide a meal for my entire family every single week. Like I love getting everyone together and doing that. So like I was saying, baking my own birthday cake, like I was like, wow, like as a little girl, like I would have loved this. I would have loved this. And doing that for myself, I just feel like healed up a little wound I didn't know was there. You know, there's some deeper things too, but like I just think I'm in a phase in my life where have accepted myself and who I am, what I look like, how I talk, what I like to wear, my hair, my skin, my personality, just everything about myself. I feel like I've really come to accept every part of myself, even my awkwardness and like the anxiety I have around certain things, like especially when it comes to like socialization. Like you guys seen yesterday, someone came to the door, like I like was like freaking out. Like I don't answer the door ever, never. I just accept that's me. Like it is. I've learned to accept that, like, you know, there is some things I struggle with that I don't have specific diagnosis for, but that I feel like are a part of me. And that gives a lot of answers to things that I struggle with. I mean, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I truly believe that that is something that I have, but instead of beating myself up over certain things that are related to ADHD, I just like, I'm at a place where I can be like, yeah, that's just part of me. That's the way my brain works. And I used to get so frustrated and angry at myself for like, oh, like how come I can't sit at a school meeting and know what was even said? Like, why can't I stop shaking my legs? Like, why can't I, like, I would just feel like embarrassed for myself. Like, oh my gosh, like you can't do this. You can't read good. Like you can't like follow directions. You can't, but now I'm just like, I can, but I just can't do it in the same way everyone else does. Like I just give myself grace. So I've been just feeling a lot of peace. That's what it comes down to. I've been feeling a lot of peace. I've been feeling lots of joy. I do think a big thing is when you stop worrying about other people's opinions and what everyone else is doing, then that's when the pure magic happens. Like, it's easier said than done, for sure, but I just try not to worry about what people that are not in my immediate circle think. Like, I care about what my husband thinks about certain things. Other things I don't care. Like, I don't care if he likes this sweater I'm wearing. I'm sure he likes it, but like, honestly, I don't care if he likes it, my mom likes it, my kids like it, because I love it. I'm not talking about things like that, but like, when it comes to like who I am as a person and that sort of thing, I care about what my crew, like, I care about what they think. Like, I care about people who actually know me and know my heart and know my integrity. Like, I care about what they think, but not everyone else. And that's freeing. That truly is, when you can truly just not worry about, if I do this, what will this person think? What will this person say? What will they say when I leave? What will they, like, what does it matter? What really, like, what does it matter? That's how this is going. It's getting pretty. I love these so much. So I hope this made sense. I mean, I think you get the gist of what I'm saying, but I just want to let you know, because I do share so much with you guys, and I've let you guys know, like, especially a lot last year when I was like, just like, guys, like, I'm struggling, and, you know, I'm eating my face off, and I'm, you know, I'm, but I also want to let you know that I'm coming out the other end here, and things are going good. I just feel a lot of growth and healing happen. And even though my word of the year this year is sparkle, which, how fitting. These are so sparkly. I'm not sure if they're coming across like that on camera. Even though my word is sparkle, I think the sparkle really happens when I allow this to happen. When I allow myself to slow it down, be human, take breaks, do things for myself, ground myself. That's when the sparkle and the shine comes to life. And I feel it. I do. I really, really, really do. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to work on this some more. That's the vlog for today. Just a little chit chat. I hope you guys are well. And when I say that at the end of my videos, like, I mean that. Like, I hope you are well. I appreciate you all so much. I want to get better at letting you guys know that. I just show up here as myself always. The weird parts, the sad parts, the improving parts, all the different niches I fall into, like the rabbit holes. I'm in diamond art now, you know, whatever it is. Like, I appreciate you guys being here. You guys have walked through some hard things with me and also some pretty amazing things. And I'm just forever, ever, ever grateful for this community. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys are well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Everything that